Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the bluegrass state, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the first possession of the game. It's a basketball state. There's no question about that. But when they square off with the Governor's Cup, oh, football is big time.
No, it's so beautiful, too. And usually an interconference rivalry game, too. It means a lot to these fans, and the bragging rights are rich.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It's not just horse racing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. They play a big-time football game here as well. I've actually called this game before. These fans get hyped.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They painted the state big blue in a Kentucky blowout the last time they saw the Cards.
And I think it's always fun to watch the response. In rivalry games, when one side gets smashed and they have to hear about it for a year, Palmer, it usually ends up being a pretty good game.
Yeah, they brag a lot in this state. It doesn't matter that either team really haven't been in the national championship picture for years. This game matters. Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking for a crease to the left. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Kentucky right back to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding, because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Rides to the back. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Louisville!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Gonna let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Well, the upside is you can get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. They're working that left side. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Short fields make successful offenses. Just what they want here. Give to the single back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got him in the flat. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They run the reverse. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Hatchett. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Barges ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running.
Touchdown, Cardinals. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch at the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now from inside the red zone. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burns. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback is snowed under. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the 2nd half underway.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Chapman. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals are in the hurry up.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly,
picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He's looking to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! C-A-T-S, Cats, 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 as Kentucky builds this lead.
It feels like it's been a fast break on the basketball court here for a while now. Kentucky showing the speed all over the field, pulling away from Louisville.
Yeah, taking care of business, taking care of emotions. The battle, obviously, of Kentucky. They're doing everything they need to do.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky 35, Louisville 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6.
42, Louisville 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Hatchett. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Burns. Open space at the 25. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
14.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Jumped on top of the pile.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals!
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are... He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the pummeling has started.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help.
Afterburner's coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Hatchett. All kinds of running room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you heard he started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then
throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, trying to loosen up his knee. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6".
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I love the way this defense is fighting down here close to their own goal line, right? They get a sack on the first play. Great coverage on the second one, knocking it away. Here comes a huge third down. Can they do it again? Can they come up with another big one?
And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth down.
Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers